3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, yeah. Welcome back, everybody, to the That's You podcast.
Where the that's meets the yous and that stuff.
That's true. That's true. All those things are true.
Yeah.
I am your host. I'm Jordan. This is your other host.
Jordan.
I'm Squidward. Our other host, Brianna. We're going to call her Bree, though.
Yeah.
And then we are introducing a new host on this night. We are so fucking lucky to have him. Everybody.
Oh, my God.
Studio audience, give it up for Khalil Nazar.
I'm losing my mind.
There should be more applause.
This is bad.
Wait, damn, I elevated a host already. Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Usually it's guest, but I'm a host
Yeah,
now.
I don't know. He doesn't
That's
call
what's
anybody.
up.
I'm not a co-host. He's not a co-host. He
Yeah.
gets weird with the
No, I
terms.
love that. That's just like...
Yeah, we're both hosts. We're all
Yeah.
three of us are hosts.
Yeah.
It's a short ladder to climb here.
No, I love it. There's no hierarchy.
There's the studio audience, Reg the Stallion host.
Damn.
Oh my gosh. And Reg the Stallion has his own category.
By the way, great just aesthetic you guys got going on here. Like, this is cool. Like,
I
this
love
is
interior
like...
design.
This is super dope.
Yeah, we're trying.
No.
We're trying to have fun out here, trying to look good.
I'm just so proud of you guys, just the progression,
thanks.
Oh my God,
and
thank
I
you.
love it. You know, we're doing similar things. You know, with our pushing our art, putting
Yeah.
ourselves out there, building our brands.
Our art is acting stupid.
A little bit.
Yeah.
We're mostly having fun.
Your art is
mostly having
acting
fun.
authentic.
Yeah, there you go.
Which is actually
Oh.
that's what it all is now in this day and age. You know, where all these things are changing. It's
right.
It's about being authentic. People want genuine connection. They want the weird. They want the silly. They want
Right.
you know. It's not about looking cool
Yeah.
and fucking. You know, I'm still trying to learn that.
Oh my
But
God,
unlearn looking cool.
I saw this thing. I saw this thing. Okay, really quick side note. I saw this thing, and it's this TikToker. No fucking clue who he is, but he's got pink hair. But I don't know if he's still in jail, but he did get arrested because he
too real.
road rage. It was road rage, and the guy has him on video brandishing a gun at him.
Oh, shit.
And then when they finally find him and, track him down, he's like, "Don't you know who I am?" And they're like, "No."
I usually get these for free.
No. And then he's like, "I didn't do that. Where's the proof?" And a lot of people think that if there's no video evidence, you just get off scot-free, because apparently there's just cameras everywhere nowadays that you can't be testified if there's no video proof. Well, guess what? That theory was wrong anyway, because there was video proof. And he
Well,
was like,
that theory's not
wasn't me."
wrong. The video proof is,
I mean, if there's multiple eyewitnesses.
Yeah, that too.
Yes, exactly.
What if it's AI though?
No.
This is an AI weapon. Right.
We have a conspiracy on our hands right now.
I know. Is it okay to brandish your weapon while you're in a car?
No.
Okay.
It's not. Brandishing is never okay. We talked about this in the car the other day.
We did.
Brandishing is when it's not okay, because you're just like, I have a gun, so I'm cooler than you. If you have to pull out your weapon, you better be intending to use it, because then it could be classified as brandishing. So if somebody comes up and they try to rob me, right? I could open my jacket and there's a gun. That's not brandishing. Brandishing is taking it out of the holster, waving it around, being stupid.
Like you just don't care.
Like you just don't care. Now, if that guy were to approach me and I were to go like this and aim at him and say, "I will shoot you if you don't back the fuck away from me,"
That's not brandishing.
That's not brandishing. That is self-defense. It's a very gray area of gun laws. It's very silly.
Yeah.
Like if somebody were to come up into the bar that I work at and be waving a knife at me, if I just pull my gun out, he can claim I'm brandishing. I have to tell him that I'm intending to shoot him for my own safety. It's so silly. I have to be like, "You are making me fear for my life. I will shoot you."
Yeah.
It's silly, but
Communication is key.
communication is key.
Yeah, that makes me, the value of knowing what the fuck's going on. You've probably heard of the fucking if somebody can if they go into your property and breaking your house, or not breaking your house, I don't know, and they hurt themselves jumping over your fence, they can sue you.
Right.
Sue you.
I never what?
God.
Right.
I
This
mean,
fence isn't up to standard.
What the fuck?
I don't understand that shit.
Well, maybe if you weren't on my property, you wouldn't have hurt yourself.
I think it's just
how can that even hold up in court?
I think it's just like the same thing. Like if you hurt yourself at a restaurant, due to like flimsy infrastructure or something like that.
But you're not.
But you're not committing a crime, though.
I'm legally allowed to be in a restaurant. You're not legally allowed to be in my
if you're
backyard.
trespassing on property.
Right. 2 wrongs don't make a right.
But it's like that thing. Like if I want to get someone trespassed from the bar, I have to call the cops on them one time. I have to call the cops on them, and then I say I would like this person trespassed.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they can't do anything about it. They're not like if I just tell that person you're not allowed to be here, they can still come in.
Yeah.
They can really do whatever they want to. It's until I get the cops involved, and I'm like, hey, this guy needs to be trespassed.
Well,
then
there has to be like a paper trail.
He's not legally allowed to be at the place of business anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like I would assume it's kind of the same concept, but at the same time, get out of my fucking yard.
Yeah. Well, it kind of makes you think about. I mean, I'd be seeing these like crime thrillers like on Netflix and stuff, and how like I'm trying to think of like the Menendez brothers one, where it's all about.
Fucking God, they did it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, don't even get me fucking started on the Menendez brothers.
Yeah.
Because they literally...
Don't get me started,
Don't
but
get me started.
I will.
Here I go.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Don't get me started.
I love that show.
But here I go. Okay, they fucking did it. They wanted to kill their parents. They planned it out because their parents were going to cut them out of their will and not give them anything because they kept breaking into people's houses.
Yeah.
They broke into like 3 people's houses before they got caught.
Yep.
They killed somebody. They killed their parents. Mm-hmm. They planned it. It wasn't a self-defense, oh no, he's hurting me, pew pew. It was my mom's asleep on the couch and my dad's not home. I'm going to shoot my mom. And then when my dad comes in, I'm going to shoot him in the face too. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. That's the same shit with Casey Anthony. Her dad did not.
That's the theory coming into play though. There's no video of it. There's no eyewitnesses.
I know it is because their parents are not around to defend themselves. And that's fucking disgusting.
I think it's like 80%.
This might be a hot take.
80% of
accurate hot take.
Prosecution comes from self-admittance.
Yes.
Like a vast majority of it is self-admittance.
Right.
Like if you don't say, "Hey, I did it," then
they really have nothing unless they have
really
substantial
hard.
evidence.
Yeah, right. It's really hard to like bring.
Most people will let you go if you don't admit to it because if there's no substantial evidence because they can't pin anything to you. Mm-hmm. There needs to be something. But there is something in the case of the Menendez brothers. They called the police on themselves and said, "We just killed our parents."
Yeah.
No, wait, that might be wrong. Hold on. That might be wrong.
It sounds wrong.
Well, they said they found their
There
parents,
it is. They called and said that they found their parents, but then their fingerprints were on the guns and there was gunpowder on their hands and shit like that. Right. Yeah.
Well, we were just at the range.
Yeah.
Shooting our parents.
Oh my God.
That's serious.
Our parents weren't there because they were here dead. I mean, no, wait.
Well, I love those shows like where they're, I mean, obviously it's tragic, these real life events, but where you're second guessing everything. Like the way they did that, you're like, oh, is the dad really this monster, or are they the effed up ones making up this stuff?
Right.
And no, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my bad. To our point about the trespassing and law and stuff, it's this weird thing where it becomes about interpretation or like this who tells the better story,
right? Exactly.
When there is not this clear evidence. So maybe that's what that's about.
To all the lawyers who can do that, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
To defend them.
Back up like murderers and rapists and shit like that.
Right. Well, that's
it's
part of the job.
It's the profession, sure, but oh my God.
And because it's like it's due process. It's everybody's right to have an attorney defend them.
Right.
I mean, obviously, you as an attorney are free to deny a
It'll just make you look worse though.
It will make the person look worse, right?
No, it'll make the attorney look worse.
Really?
Yes. It damages their business.
It makes them seem like they're not
just
willing
like
to take.
just like losing
well,
cases.
If you're not going to take
losing
cases,
Right.
It's like I don't take cases unless I know I'm going to win, kind of thing.
Right. But
they have to have the belief that I can sell this story to a jury.
Right. Because you have no idea what they're telling their lawyer. You know what I mean? Because
the truth is, their side of the truth.
No. Because a lot of lawyers, like I watch a lot of true crime. A lot of lawyers will be like this man told me he was guilty, and I still had to go out there and defend him. Otherwise, it was my job on the line. Like that's fucking crazy. This people are like admitting to them that they did these awful things, and they just have to go and like pretend that they didn't do it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Casey Anthony.
That's part of the job.
She's on TikTok now, and I'm pissed about it. Casey Anthony murdered her daughter.
Allegedly.
Not allegedly.
Oh, all right.
100%, I believe that she fucking killed her daughter.
Did. I believe that.
I'm not familiar with this story,
Okay,
so enlighten me.
Casey Anthony had a daughter named Kaylee. And just to like, I will, because it's a long ass story. She did a lot of bullshit, okay? So it started out as Casey, the mom, her mom. She was calling her mom. Like, she was trying to see her granddaughter and all this other shit. And she's like, we're busy. She was in college. You know, she was living with this DJ boyfriend, whatever. But her mom kept, like, the mom's mom kept seeing, I'll call her the grandma. The grandma kept seeing her daughter out about at parties, you know, whatever. And she couldn't get a hold of her to talk to her granddaughter or anything. Well, one day she like ran out of gas in the car that the grandma lent her, and they had to go pick it up from a gas station. She just kind of abandoned it there. And the grandma made a 911 call being like I can't find my daughter. Like, I just found my car abandoned in a gas station, and the trunk smells like a fucking dead body. Or she said a goddamn dead body, right? So then the mother admits to the grandmother that she doesn't know where her daughter is because the babysitter never gave her back. The babysitter, you know, changed her number, never gave her daughter back because she didn't pay her or something like that. The nanny, her name was apparently Zanny the nanny.
Yikes.
Yes,
Yikers.
exactly. And she made up this bullshit story to the police about how Zanny the nanny stole her daughter. She took the cops to an apartment complex where the nanny apparently lives. The nanny never lived there. They couldn't find a record of the nanny anywhere, anybody with that name ever.
Zanny the nanny.
Right. But they found one, I can't remember what the full name was. They found one lady, and she's like, yeah, that's her for sure. She tried to press charges on this lady who had absolutely nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing to do with it. Mm-hmm. She then lied to the cops and said she still worked at Universal. She took the cops to Universal, walked right in the building, and pretended like she knew where she was going until she eventually led them to a dead-end hallway. And she finally confessed, I don't work here. I haven't worked here in a very long time, like years. She hasn't worked there. So she worked there at one point, but she no longer works there. So months go by, and they find Kaylee, the daughter, like duct taped and tied inside of a laundry bag.
Ugh.
On the side of the road.
I thought she was found in like a swamp area.
Well, on the side of the road somewhere. I don't know if there was a swamp. I don't think there was, though. She was just like duct tape was stuck to her body and stuff like that, and she was just in a laundry bag on the side of the road somewhere.
But this was also like a long time after people were looking.
Months go by.
Sure. Yeah.
Which the mother has already been arrested at this point, and she's being held because she's the only one who has lied to the police actively, and the last one known to have her daughter.
The only connection.
Right.
Other than the Zanny.
Legal guardianship.
Legal guardianship.
Yeah.
So
did you tell him about Zanny the nanny?
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, no,
Yes,
but
I
like
did.
what Zanny the nanny was.
Oh, yes. So it's speculated that Zanny the nanny, she was actually just drugging her daughter to make her go to sleep.
So she could go out.
She was giving her Xanax to go to sleep. So she could
Zanny the nanny is not a real person.
Zanny the nanny is not a real person.
Oh.
It's speculated that she was just giving her daughter Xanax to make her go to sleep so she could go out and party.
Okay.
Yeah. And while all this was happening, like before she got arrested, obviously, she got a tattoo. I don't remember what it says, but it basically is living the good life while all that shit was happening.
Bonkers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, she gets arrested, whatever. And it turns out that the laundry bag that her daughter was found in, it comes as a set of 3. You can't buy them separately. And 2 of them were at the mom's house. So 2 of them were there, and 1 of them her daughter was found in, along with like a blanket that came from the bedspread at the mom's house. Well, this bitch goes on fucking trial and says that her dad did it. And meanwhile, her dad's a fucking creepy ass man.
She's changing all her.
She's changing it the fuck up.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, her dad is really creepy. He's like on video at her, like Kaylee's celebration of life, saying that he misses the smell of her sweet sweat. So like, yeah, he's a fucking creep, and I don't know anything about that man, but straight up, she blamed it all on her dad. all of it on her dad.
Which is like another interesting concept, like in terms of like guilt in the justice system, is because like if they're halfway thinking this one's doing it, they're halfway thinking this one's doing it. Doesn't matter. Like it's a split vote.
The dad surely didn't look good.
Yeah, but it's a split vote.
Right.
And it doesn't matter. None of them get the
exactly
the justice. It's like they're like, we know one of them did it, but we're not sure who, so we can't convict anybody.
Exactly.
You know, but it makes sense. But like at the same time,
so what she had finally settled on as her defense is that her brother and her father had been raping her entire childhood, and that the father was doing the exact same thing to Kaylee, but she was asleep because she has a seizure disorder or some bullshit that she made up. So she was asleep because she was tired, and the dad or her dad was supposed to have Kaylee at the time, and the dad came in the room and was like, woke her up, and apparently Kaylee had fell in the pool and drowned. The autopsy did not show the official cause of death is drowning. So
it's bullshit.
She did not drown.
Yeah.
She did not drown. She said that, and that's how she got away with it, because she basically pushed the blame onto her dad. He was supposed to be watching her, and she drowned in the pool. And then he told me, I'm scared of him because he used to abuse me as a kid. So I just told the lies that he told me to tell.
Yeah. God damn.
I mean,
and now she's on TikTok.
It's like a web.
Now she's on TikTok spreading awareness for her daughter.
Eesh.
Bitch. Huh?
I feel like we just watched Tiger King.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like that unfolding, first this, and then this, and then this. It's like shit is stranger than fiction. You know what I mean? God damn.
Dude, and it's
real
like
life
you
is
lied
crazy
so many times. How do you expect us to believe? If you're telling the truth, how do you expect anybody to believe that straight up?
Yeah.
How? But yeah. No, she's on TikTok and everybody's like, leave her alone. She's just trying to make a normal life. Bitch, she's had a normal life.
Leave Casey alone.
Leave Casey. Yeah.
She has had a normal fucking life after she murdered her daughter. Her daughter was like only 2.
Oh.
Right.
Don't have a kid if you want to go out and party.
Yeah.
Give her away if you want to go out and party. Like, you fucking, oh my God.
Some people should not procreate.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What? Anyways.
God damn.
I don't know how we got here.
And we're back.
I don't know how we got here.
And we back.
So, Khalil, apple blossom's in town.
Apple blossom, man.
Have you been enjoying your apple blossom?
I have, man.
Yeah. Tell us about some music, some shows you have coming up, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these released on next Thursday, so
yeah.
Promote shows past point.
So that Thursday will be the. Oh shit! I don't know.
Oh shit!
I think it's the 8th.
Let's see.
Is the 8th? You are correct.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Yep. The 8th.
All right. Well, we can edit. Let's see. I'm so ADHD and like my working memory is fried, so I write everything down. So I've got a little Excel sheet here. So on the 10th, I'm at James Charles Winery in Winchester, Virginia. Now, James Charles is really dope. I love these people. I think their conglomerate is called Bogatti Wines, but they own Vermar.
Bukkake Wines.
Bukkake?
Sorry.
No, that's the other.
That's the one I'm not promoting.
But you've probably seen Vermar down in.
I think I've seen Bogatti wine.
Yeah,
that sounds familiar.
They've got 3 vineyards. So I'm there on the 10th.
Okay.
Wild Hair Warrenton. Wild Hair. You guys came out to Wild Hair in Berryville, which is love. Shout out Wild Hair.
Yeah.
Allie Hicks,
Super
manager. Remember we went to school with her?
Allie Hicks.
Yeah, you remember her? She's like a softball player, curly blonde hair. You'd recognize her.
Okay. I'll look her up.
Yeah.
Wasn't she there the last time we were there?
No, she hasn't been there in a long time.
Oh, okay,
There's Jordan Donnelly was working there.
Yeah, the last time we were there.
And then there's another Clark County girl named Sabrina.
Oh, I know Allie. Yeah, she's great. She's so funny.
Yeah, no, she runs that bitch.
I've seen her before.
Yeah.
She runs that bitch.
She's great. She's so funny. She's a baller. Shot caller.
I'm most excited about on the 24th. I'm at Willie Sutton's. I like Willie Sutton. I was just there last night. Shit.
Willie's is cool. They have that like speakeasy now. Have you been down in there?
Oh, I haven't been down there.
Nice.
I've heard about it though.
Somebody stole my drink there on New Year's.
Really?
Yes.
I was with you.
Yes. He literally, I was like, I don't like that much. And he
yeah.
So he literally like,
Right.
he literally like, if this is like the rim of a cup, he literally put his hand like all the way down, touched the bottom of my cup, and was like, I'll drink it. I was like, motherfucker, I was going to drink it. I already paid for it. Just tell him to put it on my tab.
Yeah.
I already paid for it, dude. What?
Right. He stole it right by conquest.
Dude.
I've been that guy before. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fine because we like you,
memory.
Khalil.
I know. I'm a bit of a fucker sometimes. You know, you've seen me on all sorts of different planes.
This drink is a little sour. I got it. Give it here.
Yeah, dude. I remember.
Bitch, give it here.
Dude, I remember being at the. You've been to the Gulch in fucking Yellow Springs, man. I remember. Shit, this is like.
Shout out Yellow Springs.
Yeah, shout out Yellow Springs, man. Fucking, what was it, like right before COVID, man? I was just like, that was my spot, man. The adult playground, man. You just go in there, you don't think about shit. Just fucking, you guys know how it is.
Yeah, you just do.
There was this dude in there, man. I was just fucked up. And I think the guy like set his drink down, and I'm just like, I'm gone, bro. And I see that guy's drink, and I'm like, and he's like, bro, like, did you steal my drink? And I'm like, no. And he's like, he was so confused because he's like, I'm a good fucking liar, bro.
He wanted to trust you, yeah. Exactly.
He's like,
you sold the dream.
No, I convinced this motherfucker, and I felt so bad after it. Like when I like kind of sobered, I'm like, dude, that was fucked up of me to do.
That's funny as shit, though.
Yeah, it's fucking so stupid.
You're like, you got like. His drink in your hand. Like, oh, man, this is mine.
Well, yeah, it was just so slight, like where he like looked away from it, and it kind of looked similar. I'm like, oh no, I was a good liar, man. I was like, no, I ordered this. Well, I think something in my soul is like, no, go the right way. Be honest. Don't be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's just a drink.
It's No,
it's just a drink.
Yeah,
it's like a byproduct of a larger problem.
I guess so.
It's also like, covering your ass and you're like, oh, you just got. And it's supposed to be like, oh, shit. Like, I could have been like, yeah, bro, my bad. Like, let me buy it for you. And I was like, oh, no, that's mine, to like save face or whatever.
If you're going to be a bad thief, you better be a good liar.
Right. It's funny now. When I'm drunk, I am either very nice to people or I'm very mean to people. There's really no in between.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Or I cry. Actually, I've got 3 moods.
Me 3.
Yeah, I'm either nice or I'm mean or I cry.
Yeah.
Apparently, I was being so nice to a lot of people that I shit talk the last time I got drunk. And then,
built back a lot of bridges.
Oh my God. On accident. What the hell was that about?
Yeah.
I'm like, I love you.
I liked it.
I didn't because the one person that I made up with turned around and immediately started talking shit about me.
Right.
Immediately.
Yeah, that's one example, but I'm sure you built a lot of other relationships that may benefit you later.
To be fair, I'm probably never going to actually have like a friendship with any of those people. It really doesn't matter to me. It's just like...
Bar scene's rough. I mean, I don't need to tell you.
Oh my God.
I mean, you see it from a whole different perspective.
I could sit here for hours.
I have
hours.
Yeah. It's just being crazy. An attendee. I mean, like I was telling you, like
we see all the tea.
Oh,
we
I know
get
you
all
see.
The tea.
I mean,
it's so good.
Let alone from just the people you work with, but dealing with these fucking. Oh, yeah. I know you've told me some stories.
Oh my God.
I think what the biggest thing for me is like the biggest I guess disappointment. Is that if you're a good intentioned person, you like to let loose because we're all trying to numb something or trying to drown something. Mm-hmm. Like I was talking about this place, the Gulch. It was my playground. It's a lot of people's playground. Right. It's where you go and any bar.
You just unintentionally called it a playground, and I love that for you.
It's playground.
Oh, down at the playground.
I've probably done some praying in there, like, God damn it, God, get me out of this.
That's where I was going with
that. Get me home.
That's where I was going with that.
It's just things are so deceptive. Like, I mean, this alcohol is such a crazy thing because it's so like enhances your experience or like opens your vibe, or it can completely distort and destroy the experience.
That's if you like almost have to like abuse it. You've got to like exceed the limitation.
I've never done that before.
Right, I know, babe.
Never. Thank you.
I think it's just the climate that gets around it. Like, I'm not trying to talk shit or like name names or anything, but like I don't know, bar scenes are like not very positive.
No.
Like
Yeah,
No,
right.
like they
not.
seem, because it's like, yo, boss theme. Like I love it. I still go. Like obviously we go,
Right.
but
I
it's
feel
like,
it also depends on the night of the week, though,
That too.
because we'll go out. Excuse me. We'll go out on a Wednesday. And like I'll be throwing it back with my regulars, you know what I mean? And then like we'll go out on we'll go out on a Sunday, and everybody's like, "Hey man, don't fucking touch me! Whoa, woman, you're way too close. Pepper spray!" Like,
yeah.
it really depends on the night of the week, because then you get like the different types of people. A Wednesday,
People have different days off, you know?
well, I think it's like a Wednesday is like the people who just got off work and they just want to have a drink and chill out.
Right.
Saturdays are like, I'm going out to get fucked up. I'm gonna get in a bar fight. You know what I mean?
And I feel like
Delinquents go out on Saturdays.
Sundays can kind of be like that too, where you get like the real
the alcoholics.
Yeah,
just
because,
call it as you see them.
because they're just like, oh, I'm so pissed. The weekend's almost over.
Right.
I got to get this. I got to squeeze in this one last.
Right.
You know.
Hurrah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's so weird to like analyze too. It's like I just work there, but it's like watching the different types of people that come in on different nights of the week is so weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird to me.
Yeah, you see their patterns.
Oh yeah,
Right.
and like I get all the tea, and like they'll give me tea on a person that comes in on a different night, and then I will talk to that person and subtly get the tea on them when they come in, and I'm like, oh my god, two sides of the story.
We're all
Shit.
coming together.
It's like I need
Yeah, it's a
popcorn.
lot of drama.
It really is.
And I think, you know, there's certain.
It's part of the allure, though. Too.
Yeah, I mean, in different points of your life, different seasons, like that's whatever. There's a draw to that, and then there's other times where like,
I just
you
want to
know,
get as far
that-
away from this as I can. You know.
in my experience, like the fucking illusion was broken
Just choked on
through
drink.
my own. Hey,
me.
smoking? You drinking? What are you doing?
I actually swallowed my spit wrong. Thank you.
Been there, done that.
It happens to me the older I get. I don't know. I just forget how to function as a human being. Oh.
You're like, I can just freestyle this. Like, I'm good to swallow this spit however I'd like. It's all going down the same tube.
But it's not though.
It's not though.
Well, there's two tubes, and you want to go down the right one.
You know how it's like embarrassing how old I was when I figured that out.
What?
That you have like a little flap and it opens up.
Mm-hmm.
And like the air goes, when it's closed, the air goes down one tube, and when it's open,
Your
like
glottis.
the food and drink goes down. It like opens.
I think it's
up.
called the glottis.
Bless you.
Sorry.
Your butthole are the same muscles as your mouth.
As your lips, right?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
The same
Yeah.
type of muscle.
Yes. It's called a sphincter.
Yeah.
Sphincter.
Yeah.
Your mouth.
Sphincter. Yeah.
That's dirty.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Hurling profanities at me
Yeah.
already, huh?
Yeah.
Both lines,
sphincter.
sphincter.
Yeah. Do we want to do Florida Mans still? Or do you want to just?
We're balls
We'll
deep
ball
in the
it.
episode.
We're balling. Sorry if you come for the Florida Man, but
Yeah.
the Florida Man comes for everything.
We'll
so
we'll get you next week.
we'll get you next week.
Do you want to talk about some of your music? Maybe?
Yeah.
Like
Hit us
maybe
up with
like
that.
I thought you'd never ask. I've been dying. Nah, I mean,
Oh my god!
Sure, I mean,
you guys
I
can't
would
see,
love-
but he just
yeah.
pulled a fucking monocle out of his pocket.
is that
Fucking
top hat?
The Monopoly Man. Or wait,
That's a
did the
monocle.
Monopoly
He
Man?
just put on a fake mustache.
No, but isn't that the Mandela effect? Did the Monopoly Man have a monocle?
He fucking has a monocle. I don't care what
Yeah, I
anybody
don't
says.
know.
I don't
That
think he
Mandela
does.
effect shit is crazy. Though.
He
I think
doesn't-
you're thinking of
No, that's the-
President Peanut.
No. So there's three of them, okay? There's the
know.
Monopoly guy, there's President Peanut, and then there's the Natty Bow Man.
I don't know who the Natty Bowman is.
Really? Okay. My Baltimore is showing. So
I guess we're not going to talk about your music.
Wooder.
Sorry, bud.
Wooder?
well,
You say
anyways,
Wooder?
there's no, I do not. I do not. Absolutely not. Sometimes I fuck up and say birthday though.
Birthday?
Yeah. There's just a big face in the sky, okay? And he lights up and he winks at you, and he's the Natty Bowman, the beer. He's the guy from the beer. Hold on, I'll show you.
Okay.
Oh, like
You go-
Natty Light?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
You
what I
go
thought.
for your music stuff. I will pull up the Natty Bow
Alright.
guy.
Tell me about like what
Yeah.
what kind of things do you find yourself writing about, making music about?
Oh, dude. I mean, I literally, it sounds cringy as fuck, but I'm just leaning into it because, you know, you gotta kind of find your lane and kind of what you're about. But you know, I'm starting to say like I make music for broken hearts, man. Like, like whatever that means, you know, whether it's life struggles or often it's relationship. Relationship struggles, toxic relationship talks. What the fuck are we looking at?
That's the Natty Bow guy.
I never seen nothing like that. That's pretty cool,
Really?
man. I
He
might
winks at you.
get a tattoo of that on my ass or something.
I was gonna say it looks like a sailor tattoo.
My brother has him tattooed on his arm, along with a Old Bay can.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah, he winks at you. Like, we would drive by it all the time just because we wanted to watch him
I've
wink.
never seen such a thing.
Really?
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, he's there and he's kicking it. But for the longest time, I thought he had a monocle, but it's not a monocle. He just has one singular eye. I think it's supposed to be like he's turned to the side, but he just has one eye.
He's winking at you.
He's a winker.
Well, he does wink. Like the lights.
Oh, that eye winks.
The lights go down and he winks.
That eye winks.
Yes.
I thought the other eye was just always
No.
Okay.
No.
winking
No, and like
motherfucker.
sometimes they have him like different colors and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's all. Anyways.
So you make
Broken hearts.
You make songs for the broken hearts. Do you feel like it is because your heart is broken, or is your heart broken? And
Not
you putting it
always.
back together?
I mean, we all experience heartbreak. Yeah,
You've
I've
lost.
lost. All that shit.
Heartbreak
You
can be
work all
about
day
a lot of things, though.
till day is done. Is that how you feel? That's one of your songs.
this motherfucker.
That's one of your songs, brother.
I thought he wasn't going to get it for a second, and I was like, well,
we need to dig that. I need to dig that up and
You said
fucking
you're
redo that.
fan.
He made it. He's
That's
a
the
fake fan.
fucking crazy thing about this, Jordan, is like, I mean, you too, we've done so much where you're like, oh, wait. Oh, yeah, remember that song?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, what happened to that song?
Remember?
Yeah.
You remember? No, there's I always kind of feel weird because I'm like, oh fuck, what about that one?
Yeah.
But there's it's about simplifying the steps and just focusing on one. No, I mean I just to me I've just always been a kind of emotional person. I've always been sort of serious, maybe to a fault, and it's something that has always. It's just something that intensely affects me, mental health, heartbreak.
Is that a defense mechanism, you think? Like the seriousness that you're describing?
Babe, this is about music, and you're like getting into the nitty-gritty.
I mean, the music is the artist.
The music tells its story.
Who knows? Like, that's why I'm going to fucking therapy to figure all that shit out.
Hell yeah.
But
Shout out therapy.
Shout out therapy,
man.
If you think you're too cool for therapy, you're not.
Nah, you probably need it if you
probably
think you're too
need
cool for
therapy
it, bro.
If you think you're too cool for it.
No, to me, it's like, first of all, the whole point of me putting my music there is, I want to find connection with people. I want to make connections. So that is the thing that I feel deeply. It's not that I have, great insight or wisdom on it, but I know my gift is being able to make people feel something. And that is the sort of modus operandi.
Yeah.
And that's the theme.
Yeah.
And I write about other stuff. We've written stuff together that's more positive. I actually just put out a song that's kind of more in a love song kind of. It's actually more about a love of self.
Yeah.
It's called Shoot for the Moon. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like hyping yourself up.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful.
Right.
And I think
Thank you.
heartbreak can come in multiple different forms. I don't think it just has to be about a love interest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Heartbreak is an
Absolutely.
ever-changing beast, really.
Thank you for saying that.
Yes, of course. And I think it's and whether you write all sad songs or not, the fact that it can be about so many different things is kind of what it's for. You know what I mean? It's not always about relating to oh, I loved this person and now I don't love them anymore. It could be I loved a shirt and I'm heartbroken that it is gone. Which is a more
friend or
exactly. It's a more silly
or an
version.
Experience or
Yes.
Experience is my favorite type of heartbreak song.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, thank you for saying that, because now I'm thinking that maybe a lot of why I've gone that route, I'm processing these things.
Yeah.
That
It's like journaling in the most beautiful form.
Absolutely. It's like journaling, and then
I love to journal.
I've always said what I feel so grateful about, music as my medium. I mean, you could do art or even the podcast thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Anything. I get to take really fucked up experiences in my personal life or negative things, and I get to make them into something that I'm proud of.
Yeah.
That I want to share with people.
Right.
I
It's
find
the most
that
beautiful
so
form of healing.
I find that just amazing with all of us. You know, we can take this thing where maybe somebody like just sits with that or whatever. You transform some shit. It's like a phoenix, bro. Like Phoenix rising. I love that, bro. Like
Like
that's,
that one Fall Out Boy song.
Yeah.
I heard this
Not
quote.
light 'em up.
No, that's not it.
Oh, it's the
Nope.
same album
That's
though.
that. Yeah,
Oh,
same
okay.
album. That's My Songs Know What You're Doing. It's the one I'm gonna raise you like a phoenix. You know?
Yes.
Oh, we'll have to.
I know what
we'll
you're
have to-
talking about.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we can
change you like a remix.
Okay,
that'll
that sounds
raise you
familiar.
Like
Yeah.
a phoenix.
Yeah,
I
it's the
need to-
same album.
I need to get on my
Fall Out
homework
Boy.
again. Man,
that,
Fall
that
Out Boy,
album,
dude.
that album is by far my favorite. By far. And they came out with like a whole side note, came out with like a whole movie to go with it. Like all the music videos line up and make like a whole movie. He gets his hand chopped off.
Damn.
It's crazy.
So
because
I-
they're hiding
Oh, I
music
missed
in a
that.
box.
Ah.
Yeah, and the very last title is Save Rock and Roll. And
Right, I
it's in the
remember that
box, and that's why he gets his arm chopped off, because people are trying to steal rock and roll and change it into something that
to
it's
make
not.
it pop.
Right.
Dude, that vocalist, man, like
Patrick Stump. Oh my God.
Yeah,
and
he's
it's so
fucking
funny that
crazy.
he ended up with a stump. He got his hand cut off.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Genius.
he, like literally?
no.
No.
Damn, I was
In-
about to
in the
say, what the
music
fuck?
So I
You know
wanna
I'm a little gullible.
I want to say this quote real quick, because I heard it
Okay.
a long time ago, and it popped back in my head when you guys were talking, and it was that art will save you where your attempt to express yourself fails. So like you may think back to something that has happened to you, and you can't accurately explain it to yourself. But then you hear a song, or you see a art piece, or you see or
following.
read some poetry, and then it's just like, that's it. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like,
what it
it's like a
is.
candle that you've smelt 10 years ago, and then you
Nostalgia,
smell it again.
right? But it's more like I never knew how to feel about this.
Yeah.
And then now, and then you've kind of shown me the light. You've shown me how to feel about it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why music in particular hits people so strongly.
Right.
So strongly. Like
Right.
it's crazy. Like, and you know, people like it sounds a little cringy when you say it, but like when people are meeting their favorite artists, like, your music saved me, it's because some people don't know how to articulate their feelings.
Right.
And you're doing it for them, and it makes them feel heard and seen, and you know, whatever.
Right. When they didn't even see themselves.
Right, exactly. And that's why people have such a strong connection to music in particular, I feel like.
I mean, how many times have you been listening to music and then gotten like literal like chills, like
Yeah.
goosebumps
Yeah.
just from listening to
Yeah.
like, someone's lyrics or
And it
someone's
doesn't even have to be
song or something,
particularly
just
impressive
music.
either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you stumble upon this song, and it's like sounds like a mundane song, and then you sit down and you listen to the song. And
Right.
those songs hit the hardest, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
slap.
something that you think you've heard, and then you actually like
Right.
sit down, listen to it. And I haven't done that in a really long time. Most of the time when I listen to music, I'm like driving.
Yeah.
I'm driving in the car. Like
Right.
when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I would sit in my bed and literally just listen to music, do nothing but
I used to do
listen to
that.
that. To me, I don't know when the last time I did that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the simpler times.
Sure. Yeah.
Simpler days.
I mean, it's almost like meditation.
Yeah.
You know.
Why do you think you listen to music to meditate? Boom. Gotcha.
If I'm meditating, I usually am listening to someone speak, or I'm just listening to a bell or something.
No, I
But there's-
be listening to meditation music.
There's
It's
like a
great.
backing,
Yeah.
There's always that. Yeah. It's
Right.
That
right.
music.
some calming.
No, I meant more along the lines of not like complex music where
Right.
you have to listen to the words.
No,
so
yeah.
Some Kanye
It's
fucking
literally-
getting on your zen shit.
I'm a sick fuck. I like a
Like, sick fuck, yeah.
do you guys think that
Feel more
he's
peaceful now.
Do you think he's being genuine when he says that he sucked his cousin's dick?
I think that's a meme. Do you? Is
No,
it,
I think-
is it
I think-
real?
I think it's a selling point. I think that he's
Of
just
course.
like
Hold on. Is it? Have you seen the song actually released by Kanye?
I've seen it on what's called Yay on Spotify, where he says, but on his Twitter he said, "I am Yay." Y-E.
Okay.
But that's
And
the
you've
only
seen
song.
that post. It's not like a picture of that
I
post?
guess I've only seen the picture of the post.
Kanye is the new shock rocker. You know what I mean?
God.
It's just like this whole like Hitler shit and the fucking Nazi bullshit.
Kanye.
It's just to like be like, hey, look at me, I'm fucking fuck you. I'll
Can you
change your
believe
whole
that?
world.
They don't have
Exactly.
koozie.
That's how I feel. Kanye takes things that people hate, notoriously people dislike.
Right.
He takes them and he's like, I can make you like it. I'll do something and I'll make you like it. I'll take half my followers with me on this train. Like when he was doing that fashion show, he had, like what's like the lowest form of fashion in, when you think about it, it's like the
jeans and a shirt.
The burlap sack. Like that's the lowest form. Like, when you think of like, oh, they're wearing something, it's like they're so poor they got like a burlap sack. Like, for those who don't know, it's like the brown like potato sack.
It's a potato
essentially.
sack. Itchy.
He did that shit. He put fucking like models in the burlap sack and had them walk down it's like things people hate, and he's just like, here's this.
It's just because it's Kanye though. It's just because he's famous.
Right, exactly.
And that is crazy.
But that's kind of like shining a light on it though. Like he took fucking like Donald Trump when everybody hated Donald Trump, and he was like, I like Donald Trump. And he's not lost the money, he's not lost the fame. You thought
It's probably garnered him more, actually.
Exactly. And you thought like when he did that shit, like, I can say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me. And then Adidas dropped him, and you're like, okay, this is gonna be the end of Kanye West, and he just kept on trucking. I mean, it's crazy.
He is the most pure form of no publicity is bad publicity.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
that's a great
I think
point.
that's what he's going for.
That's
if I'm
the
being
essence.
honest, I think you think he's doing something deep with it.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just fucking around. I don't think he's doing something deep with it. I think he is just.
He's taking things that people hate.
I don't think he's doing it on purpose.
If it's like one time, it's a coincidence. If it's twice, it's some other third thing.
Ooh.
But then a third time, like, he's doing it on purpose. He did it with the burlap sack. He did it with Trump. He did it with Nazis. He did it with his wife, Kim Kardashian. He did it with dumb baby names. He named his kid Northwest. That's a dumb baby name. Everybody hates dumb baby names.
But look, I think you think he's getting deeper about it. I think he's just like, they don't like it, so I'm going to do it.
That's what I think he's doing.
But
I think it's
you're
trolling,
saying that he's like...
trolling.
It's trolling.
I think he's just trolling.
Yeah.
I don't think there's an ulterior motive to his trolling. I think he just likes to troll.
Which in a way, I'm not
saying
condoning
it
none
shines
of
a
it.
light.
But
Go
I'm not
ahead.
condoning none of it, but like, like, okay, if we take out the good and bad of it, like, it's kind of, when it comes to this marketing thing and like standing out, I mean, it's like, it's kind of, I'm not gonna say it's brilliant, but it's like,
It's only brilliant because about famous.
it's effective. I won't say it's brilliant.
It's
I'm
unique.
saying it's effective. Like, obviously, I think it's fucking bullshit.
He couldn't have done it when he first started, though. You know what I mean? It's only
right,
effective
but-
because he's
famous.
already Kanye
Right.
West.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's kind of like the shining of the light on it, though. Like, it's like you and I, we couldn't get away with saying,
No.
those kinds of things, and then like, going around to our place of business, you couldn't like be up on stage and do that kind of thing. I mean, it's more direct to you because you're a musician, and like if you did that kind of thing, people would be like, I'm never gonna book this guy
Fuck
again.
this guy,
Like, we're gonna bury him, blacklist him, middle.
Yeah.
But like once you reach a certain, like how you fucking Conor McGregor said, how much money is enough money? How much money is enough money? Where it's like you get enough money and it's like nobody can touch you. Wait till I get my money right.
No, that's brilliant. Like so it's a bottomless pit. So it's like you've achieved everything possible in any Western standard of success.
Right.
What else is there?
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah, right.
And it's just sad because like he's not obviously being a force for good.
That's like Ariana
Yeah.
Grande. She was in one of her songs. She says, "They say money can't buy happiness. You just might not have had enough money to buy it."
Damn.
Straight up. And I'm like, you are so correct. You're very right. You're very true.
That's a bar.
Yeah. She sees it. She likes it. She wants it. She got it.
That's a bar.
It's a bar.
Unfortunately, a bar.
But do you
a
think
bar.
okay, fine. No, and I agree. I whatever. Like obviously, money and happiness do have a correlation.
They do.
But
Sure.
Especially in
when
today's
you're
day and age.
when you're at that level, which none of us can fucking comprehend, and
Fathom.
hopefully,
Dude.
I mean
Dude.
that's maybe for our benefit. I do feel like
Not mine.
I think there's people. I mean, what's this fucking Justin Bieber shit in this? Who the fuck knows what's really going on? But like, the perception is like this guy is like fucking not well.
Oh, he's
You
not.
know?
He's
Yeah,
not
and I don't
well.
give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about
So,
Justin Bieber.
does
but
anyone want to guess Ariana Grande's net worth?
230 million.
Babe.
All right, go ahead,
He looked
Khalil.
at my
Go ahead and
screen.
guess.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Should have covered it before I asked.
Yeah, you should have.
So, spoiler
I was gonna
alert,
say in the millions of
Yeah.
some sort. Yeah.
$230 million. So she has enough money to buy it.
Right. If there was
Yeah,
something
but
physically
no.
that
But
she-
here's what I was getting at. Is like, maybe that shit's bullshit because it's like you got to keep you got to keep. It's a bottomless pit.
Getting
it's
more,
like
right.
$230 million. Well, Ariana Grande probably wants $300 million now.
Right.
Right.
Probably
But
wants
she
400
literally
million.
can do anything that she wants
That's
to.
not true though.
It is.
She can't buy Tesla
Why?
because Tesla's like a $1 billion company or
Really?
some shit like that.
But why would she want like?
Why would she want that
know?
exactly?
Right.
I mean, if the bottomless pit theory that we're talking about,
I
is
don't.
it,
Yeah.
you know, if the genuine mentality is I want it all, then it's like
But you're gonna want to keep wanting more. That's
yes,
why.
yes, I agree. I do agree that
That's
you.
why Elon
It's
Musk is involved in the government now. That's why.
$199 billion.
Yeah, there you go.
That's why Trump is billionaire. Well, became the president because it's not enough.
Right.
Being a billionaire is not enough
Right.
now because I'm a
Right.
billionaire now. I need something more. Like that is the human condition.
And I feel like it's
Yeah.
just because, like, it's like, well, now that I've done this, I can do anything that I want to, so I'm going to. You know, it's like, really, in all actuality, money can buy you anything. Money
Sure.
can buy you anything. You fuck up and commit a crime, a heinous crime, a nasty, awful crime.
Well, that's not true because Diddy's in jail.
Really? Is Diddy in jail?
Harvey Weinstein went to jail, didn't he?
But has Diddy been sentenced yet?
Harvey Weinstein, I think so.
Has Diddy been sentenced yet?
I mean, I guess not.
No.
But his lawyer has left him, and that's not a good look when you're.
He has enough money to buy 1 billion lawyers until he finds the right one.
Yeah, but like the right one can't necessarily do anything if there's
Like,
physical videos,
evidence, yeah.
But how many crimes have billionaires gotten away with?
Right. That's right. You're right.
Right.
But like it is possible. It's not impossible.
very possible.
Yeah.
And I'd
Harvey
say it's
Weinstein
more
is
likely
in-
than not.
is in Rikers.
Okay. So yeah, he's super in jail.
He's super in jail.
That's
But
like
it is-
super jail. Yeah.
It is like more likely than not, though.
But also, when you're in jail, like you kind of will get like
You can still do anything you want.
You'll have a more pleasant experience
Right.
in jail than a non-billionaire.
Right.
right.
exactly.
You got because you got
Non-millionaire.
money.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You could pay off COs and things like that. Like it's
Sure.
you can in theory you can do literally anything you want if you have enough money.
Right.
You won't need to rob a bank.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. Money is a very weird and crazy concept to me.
Right. And like, I mean, just like when you looked up the Tesla, well, how much was it?
$199 billion.
$1 billion. That's $1,000 million. That's $2,000 million. No, it's not even. That's $199,000 million. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy amount of money. That's how much money
It's
is enough money?
Yeah. No, it's weird.
Yeah.
Billionaires are weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they still have a hunger and a
Yeah.
thirst.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
I think we've just made the wrong
That's
people
being a
famous.
human. Well,
Well,
yeah.
you know, like a lot of people don't realize this. I mean, a lot of people be like, "Oh, I don't vote. And I'm one of those people. I don't vote, but every day you vote with your dollars.
Right, exactly.
You vote.
True.
You vote with your money.
Yeah.
Whether you're
It's like the
going to a
Hunger
poll-
Games.
right?
I feel like we're like one step away. I really do.
From Hunger Games.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the U.S. military. I feel like the majority of it is like homegrown heroes. That kind of ideal, where like they could never turn the military on its people.
Right.
I don't feel like that would happen most of the time, because most of the time those people aren't the billionaires. Like even the billionaires tend to like evade and avoid those kinds of commitments. Where the people that are like in the military, they're homegrown heroes. They're like people that like actually have like a desire to protect the country. I mean, they're young kids, and
really,
they kind of get fooled
do?
a little bit.
But really, what are they going to do if Trump says tomorrow? Because Trump was already talking about a fucking purge day. So if Trump's straight up, he fucking was. If Trump says tomorrow that we're gonna, because we're already in districts, we're gonna set it up like the Hunger Games, and starting next year, we're gonna do Hunger Games. If you buy anything, your name is entered. The more you buy stuff, the more your name's going to be in there. The more likely, you'll be picked to kill each other. What's anybody going to do, really?
Because kind of like
because in the Hunger Games
we were talking about,
right? In the Hunger Games, they did revolt, right?
After hundreds of,
they got bombed. They got bombed greatly,
right.
And the only reason that anything changed is because Katniss went up there and fucking killed 2 people, but that's not gonna fucking happen. Like,
I mean, even that, like killing Trump wouldn't end the regime.
No, because it's just there's another Hunger Games after the fact where they just started it right back up.
Yeah,
she ended it, and a couple years later, it went right back to the way that it was because they realized the system worked.
Right, and then like killing Hitler wasn't what ended World War II. It was like the consolidation of power, like NATO, like all of us coming together and like establishing like, hey, like Germany, you're not gonna have this. You're not gonna in Japan. You're not gonna have nuclear weapons.
Right.
You guys aren't gonna have this. We're gonna be the people that like police this kind of thing.
Right.
Like if Hitler died, I'm sure there would have been just like somebody else to step up.
Right. Exactly.
And realistically, like a lot of Hitler's like number 2s came up and were like, hey, like we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Like fuck Hitler. Like we're not. Yeah. We'll sell you the secrets. But that's really what brought him down. It wasn't like going to be Hitler's death that brought him down.
Right. Exactly.
There needed to be more things in place before that kind of thing happened.
Yep.
And I'm not saying like Trump needs to die or anything like that. I'm just saying like if there was like if he like established a purge and that kind of thing, I'd be like, okay, yeah, like,
yeah, fuck you, fuck you, brother.
But I feel like a lot of people share that sentiment. I don't think that America would be one to be like, yeah, let's purge.
No.
That sounds dope.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I would love to waive all my debt. You know what I mean? Purge day, I could do whatever.
I think fascism is not out of the question, but I don't know. I mean, maybe. Fuck, who the fuck knows, man?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know anymore.
Comment down below if you're down for a purge.
I just can't even process all this shit.
Do you fuck with the war?
I can't even process all this shit because it's like, bro, like it sounds privileged and it is, but I'm like, I just can only see directly what's in front of me. And yes, I'm not in a war zone, and I got a fucking roof over my head. And like, yeah, I can bitch about all my problems, but like, yeah, I can't really comprehend all this shit. And I don't even necessarily like going there because I just don't.
Yeah, politically, yeah, that's fair. We don't have to.
I mean, I feel a little guilty about that, but at the same time, I don't. I feel like it's like helps me.
Yeah.
No, I feel
not catastrophize shit.
Yeah, I don't watch the news and shit.
Right.
I'm too paranoid for it.
Yeah, I feel like
I have anxiety. It's bordering on paranoia right now. And if I watch the news one time, I'm gonna fucking blow a gasket.
But there is, and I really like commend. Like my dad is like fucking like every day like on like what's going on in Palestine. He supports like he fucking puts money towards that.
Yeah.
Like, that's like his whole identity right now.
Yeah.
I fucking respect the guy.
Yeah.
That's not me.
Nope.
Right.
I mean, I am fucking 100% behind Palestine, and that's not being anti-Semitic. Like, there are, Israelis and Jewish groups that know what is going on, the genocide. Mm-hmm. Like, this whole notion that you support Palestine is being anti-Semitic is just, like, fucking garbage.
It's silly.
It's a tactic, That's kind of
it's
like
just to manipulate you to
right.
fucking, it's fucking
I don't know about anything on either side. From what I understand, both sides have been doing the wrong.
Yeah, but look, imagine a scale, right? You got Palestine here and you have Israel here. Like, that's the reality. Like, it's math.
Yeah.
So whatever you want to fucking it's not this.
Right. Yeah. They're not even. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe, you know, the, you know, whatever the struggles are, but the reality is that, you know, a minute amount of Israelis get killed, and then a much larger proportion of women and children and Palestinians get fucking killed.
And it's like that shit that was happening during like the Black Lives Matter movement. It's like, well, all lives matter. Well, bitch, your life is not in danger right now.
No, that's a great.
Your life is not in danger right now.
That's a great analogy.
It's like if somebody is standing at the end of the street and their house is on fire, and the fire trucks get there, and they're like, oh, we better rush to this fire, and then some fucking whack ass bitch is in the middle of the street going, what about my house? And her house is fine. Mm-hmm. Your house is fine. Shush. Sit down, pipe down, let somebody else get the attention for once.
I saw one, it was an analogy. It was like when there's a breast cancer run or something like that, and everybody's showing up to run for breast cancer. Like, nobody shows up and is like, well, what about leukemia? Right. What about kidney cancer? You know,
yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, same.
We're running for a specific thing.
Yeah, right.
Well, the thing is, like, this is the hard part. In a way, not victimizing us in the Western world. It's like, yo, we probably buy products that are part of like genocide and enslavement.
Right.
Yeah, straight up.
But not, you know, we're not educated on that. Or even if we are, it's like, bro, like, listen, I go get my fucking Starbucks, bro. Like, they're big support of Israel. Like, I still go get my Starbucks, bro. Like, I could be a better citizen or like person and not do that. But the reality is that I do.
To swoop it back to music, it's like you might not like the artist, but you're still gonna listen to the music.
Yeah, fucking Kanye shit.
He
can do this shit because I still listen to Kanye, bro.
Fucking circle, babe.
I still listen to Kanye.
Yeah, very nice.
Straight up. It's like Melanie Martinez was, you know, they were saying she was doing a whole bunch of fuck shit a while ago, and they were like, boycott her music. It's like, well, she's already sold it.
Right.
It's already been out for this amount of time.
Right.
What good is it gonna do? Or like when James Charles was doing all that fuck shit, still fuck James Charles, but people were like buying all of his makeup palettes just to destroy them in protest. I'm putting quotation marks because you're stupid. You're stupid. You just bought it. He has your money. He doesn't give a fuck what you do with it. You bought it.
When Kid Rock shot all that Bud Light.
Oh my God. I still have people at the bar that have oh my God. We are nearing the end, but okay. Bud Light and Miller made by the same person.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
People are boycotting Bud Light.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
People are boycotting Bud Light, but they switched to Miller, and I don't have the heart to tell them that they are stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really your job.
It's not really my job.
Educate yourself, folks. That's what this podcast is about.
You're making yourself look so stupid.
Right.
And like, I want to tell them on a daily basis.
And I'm going to hook you guys up with one real quick. Exxon is partially owned by Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin gets a lot of the profits from Exxon.
That's crazy.
Been evil.
Yeah.
Exxon's been evil, bro.
Yep. I don't buy from Exxon. There's
I get all my vapes from Exxon.
Oh, damn.
The
Exxon is the gas
Here's
station.
the thing, man.
There's
there's people behind that shit. Like, there's a fucking franchise owner who, whatever. It's so complicated. Like,
right.
That's why it's hard here. It's like, it's hard to be. I mean, I don't know, man. My point is, I respect people that really commit to that shit. I am not that person, and I have no shame being like, okay, I have these things in my mind, but like, I'm not.
Right. There's so many
I don't
other
think that
ways.
makes me a shitty fucking person.
No. Right.
Like, I do what I can.
There's so many other ways you could support causes rather than boycotting a Starbucks who already has millions and millions of dollars. You know what I mean?
Well, boycott is one of the more effective ways to do. I mean, you vote with your dollars. If you don't want to support Starbucks, don't support Starbucks.
Right, and that's fine. But if somebody wants to
don't expect a big
Starbucks,
impact if you're just the one doing it.
Right.
But like,
that's why I don't think it's more effective.
I mean, if you really this was like in the civil rights movement, like you like being on the bus was like a main source of transportation.
Right.
I mean, we don't think of it that way anymore, obviously.
Right.
But like buses were boycotted out of business during like the civil rights movement. Like if enough
we can
people
get everybody on
educate
board,
themselves, and times are a lot different.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Now
It's a lot more
social media is a lot
complicated.
different.
You would think that we would be more connected than ever because they didn't have the internet and we have the internet. But maybe that's a big issue is because we're so saturated with so much information on the internet. Like there's so much stuff going on. It's like I don't even know what to believe at this point.
Yeah. That's
all right. Well, we have to do closing thoughts now because we're pushing it.
Okay. Get on our link tree.
Get on our
follow
Linktree.
our things. Khalil, you want to
follow them.
You have 10 seconds.
Plug your thing?
Plug
Yeah,
anything.
man. Check
Go.
out some of my music. Check out some of that heartbreak,
Hell yeah.
happiness. Khalil Nazar music. I'll spell that for you. KHALILNAZAR. Spotify, Apple Music, all that shit.
that melancholy shit.
Go check me out.
Melancholy.
And then DM me and tell me if you like it or not.
Right. Tell them
Trash or
ass.
Or
DM
ass.
him and tell him that you like his glasses.
Also, your show in Warrenton in the Wild Hair Cidery.
Yep.
At what time? It'll be on
6 p.m.
It's 6 p.m. today. If you are at work and you're listening to our podcast or something, and you're out there in Warrenton or something, leave work.
Early.
Bring everybody with you.
May 17th, I believe that's a Friday, 6 to 9 p.m., Warrenton, Virginia.
You heard it here
Okay.
first.
Well, what was your other one on a?
Well, I got on the
8th.
10th. There's the James Charles Winery.
We were talking about
Charles. Oh no!
Oh no! We're supporting him.
Different guy.
Different guy.
Older white colonial figure.
No makeup.
No makeup.
no makeup. All right. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Go check out Khalil. Go follow our link tree.
Check out Brandon Wright too.
Brandon Wright. Oh my gosh.
Shout out Brandon Wright.
Landon.
Mom.
Abandoned.
I love you, Mom.
Yeah, I love you too, Mom.
Yeah. Shout out your mom, Khalil.
Oh,
Shout out, Mom.
what a wonderful lady. She's the best.
Yalulbutebe, Mama. She's
Aw.
Ukrainian. No, I gotta shout her out in the Ukrainian.
Aw.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Okay, bye.